This is the most terrifying suspense horror film of 2022. Watching it will definitely make your spine cool. This film consists of 3 eerie horror stories. They are the dark corners of Tang Lau's death scene. The first story takes place in an old building called Tang Lu. Because of years of disrepair, most people have already moved out. There are only 5 people left. The novelist Akai lives on the 5th floor. This day, he has finished writing the latest manuscript, preparing to go downstairs for dinner, then walk to the 2nd floor. But I found a ghost on the wall. He secretly looked down. Scared, he ran home quickly. Accidentally dropped my wallet. Called Jizai downstairs. After Jizai helped him retrieve his wallet, but he said he didn't see anything. Thought it was him who wrote the manuscript. Wrote an illusion. As he does not believe in evil, follow him downstairs. Both of them saw it this time. At this point, Jizai's phone rings. It's Uncle Lan on the 3rd floor. He and the godmother on the 2nd floor both saw this thing. So I asked them to discuss together. How the hell did this ghost come about? Think and think. Only Jizai's neighbor Hihuan. He is the leader in the world. Has achieved a record of 1 person picking 2 gangs. Afterwards, he was accused of murder and arrested. But he was released in court due to insufficient evidence. And that victim was also drowned. It's very similar to today's Strange Things. They found him on the grounds of discussing how to deal with that thing. After he showed up, he closed the door and declined the visit. This godmother suddenly spoke up. Do not want to. A plethora of flowers. Every fruit is also busy. I have to forget that every godmother dares not live here again. Pack up things overnight. Prepare to run to the stairwell. Discovered that it had already arrived on the 2nd floor. Hurry up and take the opportunity to sneak away. But as soon as I left, I was hit and killed by a car. At this point, I also saw something strange. Because hurry up and discuss with someone. Just saw the scene where the goddess was killed. This is a warning from something strange to them. Just leave and you'll die. They hurried to find a way to reunite. Because this damn thing they have come to seek revenge on him. Hihan went back and took out our old baby and brought a few people downstairs. But when I saw that strange thing, it stopped. It means going back first and finding a way out. This is Zai standing up, step by step, approached the strange thing. After seeing his appearance clearly, Hihan breathed a sigh of relief, because the victim of his case was a man. So this strange thing didn't come to find him. As he saw the dead person and was about to report to the police, stopped by Uncle Lan, because they are still staying in this building. I just want more compensation. If there's a case here, then it won't sell for a good price. The last few people decided to throw away the body, and as soon as they leave, so soon after, they saw that strange thing again. Seeing Hihuan is even scarier than herself. Kazai. I think he's very suspicious. Originally, the spell in Huan's clothes was revealed in his hand. Turns out he's always been a coward. The rumors of conquering 2 gangs back then were false. He just hid by the side while the gang was fighting, and waited until it was over before coming out. As a result, this scene was filmed by someone. So there was a misunderstanding. Kiazai heard this but felt relieved. Told him the truth. So they caused all these strange things. Yes. I only came here to investigate a love murder case. There's a woman here who killed her cheating husband and mistress, and sank their bodies into the sea, and the killer is a Jew on the 5th floor, but due to insufficient evidence, acquittal release, everything they've done, just to force him to reveal his true nature. I also installed a camera on the half-ghost actor. This way you can see a very exciting scene. However, when they open the video, afterwards, straight down the stairs, come to the door of their room. Ah. I see, it's a headache. Come again. I just had that dinger. The girl is suffocating. Unexpectedly took off his pants outside the restroom. Send it to the sink. After pouring out 1,000 miles, he only noticed the girl next to him. She stood motionless in the corner of the wall. The girl curiously leaned out to check. The girls in the restroom were scared and fled in all directions. Not long ago, the mall is still bustling with people. Online celebrity Lao Yang is promoting this shopping mall live. Be sure to give me water. Be sure to go to a very developed one. After entering the elevator, he wants to avoid affecting others. Temporarily silent. At this point, a strange sound came from the seaside. There is a girl in the crowd behind me. She's wearing a gas mask. Breathing very rough. Very permeable in a quiet environment. Therefore, as soon as the elevator arrives, Lao Yang, hurry down. But I never saw the girl's figure. Her live broadcast has also come to an end. So the previous excitement was all played out. Only the group performers paid to leave the stage. The bustling shopping mall just now suddenly fell silent. There's a girl who hasn't left yet. She's also a host. I came here today to expose the old man. It turns out that this mall had a fire 14 years ago, causing hundreds of casualties. So this place has become dark and full of energy, although the mall has been renovated and built. But no one came to rent it. That's why Lao Yang created that play to deceive people. At this moment, he suddenly saw that strange girl. So I chased after him, and then I met Lao Yang, trying to force him to admit his deception, but he refused to talk. The female anchor continues to explore around. See that girl's barrage again? Let him chase after him. She came to the restroom on the 2nd floor, but I saw a few girls screaming and fleeing inside to take a look. A woman fell to the ground. Life and death unknown. He knew that, when he called the police. The barrage allowed him to uncover the truth on his own. This is a figure flashing through the door. He wanted to pay attention, leave the injured woman behind and chase after her. But the corridor is empty. He went to the front desk to check the surveillance. I realized that there was really no one there. At this moment, he suddenly heard the sound of footsteps. A man in a security suit was covered in blood, still holding a machete in his hand. Host, quickly hide. Nothing of the sort. I'll go to the studio. I'm waiting to crash into someone. Turns out he was deceived by Lao Yang into suffering, specially disguised as a security guard to seek revenge on him. Not long ago, Lao Yang, who just finished the live broadcast, came to the restroom to relax. Suddenly, I heard a crashing sound. He thinks there may be big news coming back. The audience told him, there's a security guard tied inside. Just then, the deceived man walked into the bathroom with a knife in his hand. Open a toilet door. But I saw that strange girl. Scared, he quickly backed away. Lao Yang, who happened to bump into it. Now the enemy's path is narrow. The man directly lifted a knife and chopped it over. The two of them became entangled. Originally, the man was also live streaming. He represents a group of people deceived by Lao Yang to seek revenge. Look at that mouth. Feed me. Because I'll give you less calculation. Neither of you, me or me. Netizens don't mind big things. Free. Hey. Between Lao Yang and the security guard, breaking into the compartment of the kidnapped security guard, seeing Lao Yang about to be hacked. Suddenly he looked up. The security guard was also scared. Lao Yang took the opportunity to snatch the security guard's knife. After the teammate slashed it hard, Lao Yang didn't report it to the police. Instead, he used the security guard's live streaming equipment to defend himself. Respected teacher, I love killing people. We are talking. You are too many. You are very thoughtful. And then escaped from here, but was stopped by a masked girl on the way. How to walk in the center of the year before, living together at home. Everything because of having a mother. Turns out he was the victim of the fire back then. Father died in the sea of fire as a result. He was also burned to pieces. From now on I can only wear a mask. Dare not see anyone. Living in pain every day. The initiator of all this is Lao Yang. He threw a cigarette but casually at the beginning. That's what caused the big fire. And the female anchor saved his sister. Now the sisters are the sisters who come back for revenge. Let him apologize in front of the live broadcast. But Lao Yang refused to confess his guilt. You kissed my male ghost and attracted me. I'm not allowed to have someone who doesn't understand me. I'm waiting for you. I've been on the ground for over a decade, but I didn't find you as a doorman. Those two still have a life to dig. And then he ran away. He arrived in the car and happened to leave. But I saw the girl sitting in the back seat. She poured a bottle of gasoline onto her head. Force Lao Yang to drive quickly. Wait for them to come to the deserted street. Immediately ignite the gasoline on your body. In an instant, the entire car was surrounded by a big fire. My sister keeps chasing after me from behind. But the car continued to move forward, and then a struggle. Daughter and enemy died together. Netizens see the matter come to an end, indicating uninteresting. Leaving. Leave my sister alone. Although a great revenge must be avenged. But he lost his only relative forever. My daughter is on her way home from school. Encounter a kitten. Follow him to a remote alley. Thought he got into the bag, so he carefully opened it. Scared, Zioa quickly went home. But when I went upstairs, I realized that the elevator door couldn't be closed. Wait until the elevator closes. Stopped in place again and remained motionless. Suddenly, a strange sound came from the exhaust hole above. Zioa was so scared that she crouched on the ground, looking up. Fortunately, at this moment, the security guard from the building came over. Zioa completely burst into tears. Only when I tell my uncle about this matter. Uncle said it was her illusion. After some psychological counseling, he finally let go of it. Only when I grew up peacefully, becoming a popular singer. But I just moved into a new home recently. She realized that feeling had returned. The new teacher feels like there's someone behind him with this curtain. But there's nothing left. The air conditioning in the room will also automatically turn on. He felt something under the table, so slowly squat down and take a look. It turned out to be a dream. He found his uncle again. But this time it's not much use. Returning home, the wardrobe door will automatically open. He wants to go over and explore the truth. Critical moment. The phone is ringing. He only considers himself suspicious. But at night, he had another dream. Back to the alley when I was a child. Brought out the kitten from inside, when wrinkled and folded. Reach out with one hand and grab him, so he didn't dare to sleep anymore. Let your boyfriend spend more time with him. But the other party already has a family. He can't come over and have private meetings with her often. Zioa is very disappointed. Leaving home alone. Arriving at the dock. Tell your recent netizens about your unhappiness. Her name is the same as the big star next door. Zioa thought it was the other party. So I started chatting with him without any precautions. After telling him about his sadness, the other party comforted her in a timely manner. Says she doesn't want to see anyone hurt her again. She was very moved to see this. Little did one know. Behind my boyfriend, smoking on the balcony. Suddenly extend a hand. The next day, Zioa returns home. but I saw a police cordon near my home. Her boyfriend fell off a building last night and died. The police were the first to suspect him, but the surveillance display of the building, she didn't come back all night, so there's no time to commit the crime. The police just let him go. When going out, the big star next door passed by. She rushed over, holding him for comfort. But the other party said, not familiar with him, he realized that he might have mistaken the wrong person, and it also caused arguments between the other party and their girlfriend. This is my best friend coming to comfort her. Let her move to her own house. See collapse. Sadness. Very heartache. Unknowingly speaking one's heart, and then I may have pain. So, I think he's still going in there. It should be the one that delivers that one until the end. I'm really sorry. Warlige. Why? Yeah. There's more to do, There's money here. Go out. This netizen's tone is exactly the same. Let Zero confirm that he is the person. Scared, he got out of the car and left directly, and then go back home. He received another message from a netizen. See the words inside. Zero suddenly thought of the workers who moved before. At that time, his gaze at Zero was very strange. Even took the keys from his house. The other party continues to send messages. I will always be with him in the future. He was so scared that he quickly locked the door. Just then, he saw snow pear on the table. He often sings because, so you need snow pear to moisten your lungs. But he never bought it, and realized that the other party might have entered his own house. He quickly hid in the wardrobe, but then he turned around. Afterwards, he quickly called the police, knowing that he will go to prison after being caught. The other party actually ran to the balcony. Turning around, he gave Zero a strange look, and without hesitation, he jumped down. But from now on, Zero often sees men's ghosts, cautiously peeking into the afterlife. Finally able to stay by her side with integrity, Zero smiled in despair.